This nigga Triple H said, I wish sometimes we could put that passion, or let me rephrase. Let me start it over. So they asked Triple H about the fans, and I guess him wishing the fans would put their passion into the talent rather than blame the writers. So here's the overall quote. I wish sometimes we could put that passion into talent now, as opposed to when somebody gets heat in our business, it's like, God, why would they write it that way? As opposed to that no good piece of crap did this. There's something to say that innocence of not knowing, and it's still being real to me, damn it. But it is what it is. I love that. I love the hate. I love the love. It's all passion for what we do. I can't stand that nigga, man. What the fuck is Triple H talking about? Look, I'll say this. Yes, I would love for heels to come out there and get the real heel heat that they should. But Triple H, are you not the one on Unreal? Are y'all not the ones that are, removing the curtain and letting us see the writers and letting us see all these people that, are talking about, hey, Chelsea Green. I think it was Michael Hayes, or who was it? It might have been Michael Hayes. I can't remember who specifically it was. But one of these writers was talking about Chelsea Green is not a main eventer. They can't see her winning a championship and being a main eventer. Or what about how you all had a clear and good choice to win the Royal Rumble, and it just took one writer to say, what about Jey Uso, for y'all to flip and then give us one of the worst WrestleMania builds that we've seen over the last 3 to 4 years for WrestleMania 41, all because of one fucking mistake. Because you listen to one writer say, give Jey Uso the Royal Rumble win instead of John Cena, or instead of CM Punk, or instead of Roman Reigns or whoever, but you pick Jey Uso. Are you not the motherfuckers in the writing room putting on Unreal? And that's the problem with Triple H. Triple H is one of those guys that wants to get all the credit, none of the blame, and then he puts his face everywhere. To the point that now the heat that's supposed to be on the wrestlers for things that people don't like on TV is going on you. And to be fair, Vince was booking bad shit too. But you want to know the difference between Vince and Hunter? Vince wasn't on TV so often, or he wasn't as out in the public so often like Triple H is. Every 2 days, Triple H is doing an interview. Where every couple weeks you see Triple H on TV, whether it's in backstage segments, a gorilla, or he'll be in the ring like he was on Raw to be the moderator of Oba and Brock Lesnar's weigh-in. By the way, what was that for? Nigga was just in the camera shot just to be in the camera shot. Why was he there? No reason. Or how about the fact that at the end of these shows, your name is one of the last things that we see, right? They'll put executive producer Lee Feeding, Paul Levesque. You plaster your name and your face everywhere. You and these writers on Unreal are literally exposed. And now it's showing the world all the bad decisions and how y'all come to it. You're doing that to yourself. You're taking away the heat that guys like Gunther's supposed to get by beating John Cena and tapping him out, whether you agree with the decision or not. Gunther, obviously, he got some heat. But guess where a lot of that heat went? To Triple H when he went out there on his own volition to go and comfort John Cena in the ring and show him the video package. And he ruined that moment. He ruined that moment. Because what were the fans saying? You fucked up. Fuck you, Hunter. All that shit the fans were chanting. He took the heat that was supposed to be on Gunther away from him because all he does is expose himself and put himself in front of the cameras, because just like when he was wrestling and just like when he was just now, being the head writer and head of creative, it doesn't matter what position Triple H is in. Let me rephrase, because I'm getting a little heated and I'm sorry, you guys. But it doesn't matter what position Triple H is in. He's always going to have a very, very healthy and strong ego. And he's always going to try to stroke it in any way, shape, or form. So when you have somebody like that in those positions that wants to be on TV, basically this nigga thinks he's Dana White. He wants to be Dana White so damn bad. And because he's like that, then guess what's going to happen? The fans, when you give them a great show, yeah, you're going to go out there and get thank you, Hunter chants. But when you give them consistently bad TV and garbage writing over and over and over again, like us getting a Danhausen and Joe Hendry guitar concert, are you fucking kidding me? The Go Home Raw for SummerSlam, you're giving us that shit? And then you're going to sit here and complain. You're going to sit here and say, why aren't they giving the wrestlers the heat? Why aren't they booing Joe Hendry and Danhausen or Dom? No, nigga, we're going to boo you every single time you pop up on our TV because you giving us this garbage ass TV, nigga. It's that simple. My God, it's like these niggas lack critical thinking skills on something that you should be a pro at, Hunter. You should be a pro at this shit, but you lack critical. I don't know how niggas can rewatch Unreal. And mind you, they're only showing us what they want us to see. Could you imagine what we're not seeing? That shit is crazy to me. That shit is crazy to me. I ain't gonna lie. That shit is nuts. Sorry, y'all. I need to drink some water. I need to drink some water. I'm so over this guy. I'm so over him and how he acts all high and mighty upon his little fucking King of Kings throne. And he acts like he can't be criticized. He acts like he shouldn't be, talked in a negative light about. And you notice he never had all these quotes after WrestleMania 39. He ain't have none of these quotes after WrestleMania 40 or after John Cena turned heel. He thinks he's this creative genius because everybody gassed him up for this bloodline story that he ain't even start. But he finished it great. Congrats. But now he want none of the criticism when you seeing the downfall of motherfuckers like Dominic Mysterio or Braun Breaker being the valet to Maxine Dupree and Austin Theory. He don't want none of the criticism for how motherfuckers like Carmelo Hayes are left off of WrestleMania and SummerSlam where there's an active feud he should be involved with Trick Williams that goes all the way back to NXT. He don't want no criticism for Ilya Dragunov being thrown out the Royal Rumble like a jobber and him being off TV ever since. He don't want no criticism for the fact that Jacob Fatu, Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, the whole bloodline story is still going on in 2026 of damn near August. The bloodline started in 2020. It's almost August 2026. And we're still doing, acknowledge me. We're still doing, tribal combat. If you lose, you gotta acknowledge me as your tribal chief. We're still doing that. We're still doing that. Obafemi won King of the Ring and gave up his championship opportunity. And he did that so we could get Oba versus Brock Part 3. Cool. But we now have to get Roman versus Seth again? He gave up that shit for that? So you can keep pushing the old niggas over and over and over. Oh, God, bruh. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Sometimes the jokes just write themselves. The jokes just write themselves. Truly, they write themselves.